High-profile personalities making their way into the hall for the night of tribute celebrating professional excellence. The roll call includes family members, colleagues in the banking industry, business associates, state governors, ministers, and the central bank team. And to precede the tribute, a choral performance by the 200th City Choir.
Beside the temple there.
The hall filled to capacity, all in honor of the man who epitomized hard work, excellence, and played a key role in the transformation and growth in the banking sector. His leadership attributes was evident in the establishment of Access Bank.
I met Herbert November 1991. We were both in the corporate bank. Very quickly, Herbert earned our respect. Herbert was one of the cleverest people in Guarantee Trust Bank. He was a credit analyst. But that's not what got him his respect, because we were all good analysts. But Herbert had what we all didn't have. He had the power to chase accounts, network, and deliver things that we all couldn't.
It suffices to state that Herbert was confident and bold. Herbert was never invited to face Uncle T at the dreaded CAC meetings where delinquent loans were discussed, all because he was diligent in lending and self-driven to collect whatever he loaned. One significant contribution of Herbert is GT Bank was a modest new generation bank. To attempt to onboard a multinational oil-producing company was audacious. Herbert got to work. He closely marked the local treasury team of the corporation, made great friends with them, often using his personal resources to bond over Friday night drinks. He reached the head office team where the approval would come from. He tenuously presented the services and products I had for them and arranged management meetings until they completed and sent in those account opening forms. Herbert was an AGM at the time and got the trophy for making it happen from his sheer tenacity and boldness.
Others shared deep memories of the phenomenal Herbert while in school. For many, he was a distinguished scholar and one to be remembered always.
So I have known Herbert for 46 years. He joined us in 1978 in our Form 2. His father moved him from Federal Government College, Sokoto, and he came to Federal Government College, Warri. And when he joined us, he displayed certain character traits which distinguished him and set him on the path of greatness from an early stage. So I stand here before you to celebrate Herbert. It's not about how long he lived, but how well he lived. Herbert lived a great life.
I've known Herbert for over 36 years. He read accountancy, I read banking and finance. He remains a beacon of light and hope. Was a top-notch professional banker with sterling qualities.
And more tributes from those who had a personal encounter with a consummate banker, including business hold back his tears.
Herbert was a visionary role model in fortitude and a perfectionist of himself. Here with us, but his transformative strides are seen all over our economic landscape and even in the heart of social milieu in Nigeria and the rest of the world.
The CBN governor and the Minister of Finance say the death of Herbert Wigwe dealt a devastating blow to the banking sector.
As we come to terms with this loss, it is important that we celebrate the life of a man who dedicated himself to excellence and to service. Our hearts are heavy, and we just have to try to encourage ourselves with the wonderful life and legacy he has. Herbert Wigwe was my friend. He was my younger brother. He was my aburo. And like all of us here, I feel deeply pained at his passing.
Herbert Wigwe left an indelible mark in the banking industry and is one man who had the ability to interface with everyone who had an encounter with him. Herbert Wigwe will always be remembered alongside his wife, son, and his business associate Abimbola Ogunbanjo, who died in the tragic helicopter crash on February the 9th, 2024.
And there were more tributes for the late Herbert Wigwe as some state governors spoke glowingly about the roles he played in the development of the nation's economy.
I became the governor of Lagos State, and our friendship, our brotherly friendship, blossomed further. Herbert was one of the very first people that supported my ambition generously. And I said to him, brother, I'm not going there to disappoint you. I will leave, I will work, and I will come back to represent the friendship that we all have together. And he said, count me in. I will give you all the support that you require. Him and my other brother, Iboje, had given me the support from the very first day as the governor of the state. It's countless, it's numerous, it's unbelievable how a man can truly share everything he has with you. Herbert has indeed transcended beyond borders, completely detribalized, having a Nigerian story in his heart. And so, on behalf of the people and government of Lagos State, we will cherish what he stood for, what he believed in. And Lagos, I repeat, Lagos will not forget Herbert Wigwe.
He was extremely hardworking. He was daring. He was bold. He was diligent. He was intentional. He was consistent. He was compassionate. He was caring. He was reliable. He was dependable. Herbert was loyal to his friends. He was intelligent from every single account we've had this evening. Extremely cerebral. Herbert was way ahead of his time. He was ever so forward-thinking and forward-looking. He believed in this country, Nigeria, and he was very patriotic. He did everything to support and promote the cause of this country.